Hey there, listeners. This is your host, Trenz, signing in, and welcome to another episode of Trenz Podcast. For today's episode, I will be doing a book review of the 13th and final book in the James Bond series, Where Shall I Say Our Beloved Agent 007, written by author Ian Fleming. The title of the book is The Man with the Golden Gun. Also follow me on my social media accounts such as Instagram at TrenzYBA, Twitter at Trenz Ybañez, and on YouTube as Katrina Ybañez. Without further ado, let's begin the book review. For the final installment of the James Bond original series, written by author Ian Fleming, The Man with the Golden Gun. And here is something that you can research about the Man with the Golden Gun. Bond may have the license to kill, but Pistol Scaramanga has the talent for it. He's a KGB-trained assassin who's left a trail of dead British Secret Service agents in his wake. His weapon of choice, a gold-plated Colt .45. In the aftermath of his brainwashing by the Soviets, Bond is given one last chance to win back M's trust. Terminate Scaramanga before he strikes M16 again. Traveling to Jamaica under an assumed name, Bond manages to infiltrate Scaramanga's organization and soon discovers that the hitman's criminal ambitions have expanded to include arson, drug smuggling, and industrial sabotage. Worst of all for Bond, Scaramanga has a golden bullet inscribed with the numbers 007, and he's eager to put it to use. Under the heat of the Caribbean sun, Bond faces a seemingly impossible task: win a duel against the Man with the Golden Gun. And now for my last book review of the James Bond original series, written by author Ian Fleming. The title of the book is The Man with the Golden Gun. Genre, fiction and thriller. Number of pages, 183. I started reading this book on December 27, 2021, and finished reading this book on December 30, 2021. And I read it as an ebook format. I would definitely recommend reading this book and all the other books that came before it. This is the last book in the Ian Fleming James Bond saga. The novel starts with 007 returning to Britain after suffering amnesia in the previous novel. Brainwashed by the KGB into killing M, he is caught in the act and was sent to Sir James Malono for reconditioning. After 20 rounds of electrotherapy, Bond is given a mission to go after Scaramanga, aka the Man with the Golden Gun, and ice him permanently. After 6 weeks of tracking the man down, Bond and the readers are back in Jamaica, where we meet a new girl named Tiffany, and some old faces like Mary Goodnight, his old secretary, and lo and behold, his good CIA friend, Felix Leader. I would just like to say that this is a great way to end the series. And if you want to know how it all ends, read the book to find out, my dear listeners. Read the book to find out. Hey there, listeners. That's all for today's episode of Trenz Podcast. You can find Trenz Podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Don't forget to follow or subscribe and leave a comment. If you want to hear more book reviews and other topics, stay tuned for another episode of Trenz Podcast and keep on listening.